Like, you're just trying to fool around, and then everyone shows up. It's like, oh, hey.
Okay, what's the plan? Let's get out of here.
Where is that individual? It's like over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Let's save. Nice. Surviving Mars? Did you play that? Hey, if you happen to have, Mana, if you happen to have, and I don't know if I was muted. Was I muted? Anyways, I don't know if you have, Game Pass on computer or on the Xbox, but it's on Game Pass. Surviving Mars is. Yeah, Tabby played it. Well, I think I was... Anyways, how are y'all doing? I don't know if I was muted. But yeah, yeah, I definitely saw that. I saw that on my videos, and if I start doing it again, let me know, and I'll just see if I can't fix it real quick. What I'll probably do is I'll turn off one of my filters and see if I can just readjust the whole setting to get it to work again. I didn't change that much with my setup, but apparently it's causing me a little bit of issues. Well, I don't normally curse. I used to, but if you were here back then, I used to use hot sauce. I used to use sriracha sauce, and anytime I would cuss, I would take a good old dab of it. Okay, so it's weak to daggers, and it has 47,000 health. So let's give this thing a shot. Dang, it already smacked Elvis.
I've got a little something for you. You better be ready for this.
Yeah, I used to curse, and I probably do a little bit outside of streaming still. I mean, I know I do, but like, as far as streaming goes, and actually, as far as life goes, I have stopped cussing. Like, I cuss maybe 10% as much as I used to. And I barely ever do on stream now. If any, like, any at all. It's basically non-existent. Every, like, I don't know, dude. I cuss maybe once, maybe twice a month, if I'm unlucky. Now on stream. Yeah, I don't like it either, Mana. I treat this, you know, this is my job. Like, this is what I do. I stream 8 hours plus a day, every day. And I have for the last, you know, there's been some exceptions, like if I had internet problems or something like that. But I've streamed close to 8 hours a day for 294 days straight. And so I take it very seriously. Very, very seriously.
Brace yourself. Here I go.
Let's bodyguard Elvis.
I'll sit this one out.
Even while that enemy was guarding, it still took 2.4k damage. Come on, crit. Please?
Try this,
No?
Messias.
Okay.
You okay?
Guess it's my turn.
If I get that close to cursing, usually just gibberish comes out. I mean, I'll try to see if I can't remember to use code words instead. I don't know, man. Whenever you get to that point,
I've got you covered.
when you get to that point, it's pretty ugly.
Allow me. Sacred powers will restore you.
Her heal is garbage now, man. I'll be glad whenever we finish leveling up her hunter. Like, honestly, Elvis is the healer now.
Nothing like the long game. It's nothing. You okay?
Here I go.
Okay, let's just spam. Well, this could get me killed, actually. I'm gonna try it anyways.
Let's try that again. Oh, man. Damn it. Oh, man.
Let me see.
Well, that's the last major endeavor we're going to be doing in Valheim before I move on, just because I've already done all the content in the game. The only thing I haven't done is shoot off a firework in Valheim, and that's easy to do.
Reduce my enemies to ashes! Primordial forces consume you! Storm of magic Reduce my enemies to ashes!
Allow me. What's the plan? Yeah!
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Easy does it.
The boss has 3
Let
brave,
me
so we're
see.
gonna try to defend if we can.
I must endure. I've got you covered. You okay? I've got you covered. You okay?
Dang.
Allow me. Holy Spirit, heal me.
Okay, what's the plan? Let's try that again.
We didn't come here with his special
Let's try that
active,
again. Right.
unfortunately.
You better be ready for this. Yeah, this'll help. Holy Let it heal you.
Yeah, she soaked up a tremendous amount.
Storm of magic assail you.
Ooh. Okay.
Sacred powers restore you.
Which one, eh?
Here I go.
She can do bodyguard. Look, check this out. Let's just bodyguard everybody. You know what? No, we don't need to bodyguard him. We can instead do... Wait, what? That's weird. What if I do this first? And then do shield?
I'm all set.
Ah, there we go.
Let's see how to deal with this. Easy does it. To arms.
Maybe, Mana. I think it depends. Like, I don't think she can guard more than one person at one time. That's why whenever she guarded Gloria, the main character still took damage. No, wait. No, I don't think I was guarding him the first time, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to check. I don't know if she can guard more than one person at one time, unless, like you said, she gets an ability for it. But if she's taking damage, they're able to do more things.
Very well.
They're both guarding. Dang it. Okay, we'll use this turn to throw like ether at people.
Perhaps this might help. I've got you covered.
Let me at him.
There we go. What we were waiting on. Come on, spiked helm. There we go.
Let's keep it up.
Now it's time to see if we can kill it the first time.
Yeah, my might knows no bounds. Try it this.
This is probably a terrible idea. Yep. I could have just caused the entire group's death. No, don't give it to Adele. Oh my gosh. Okay. I gave the ether to Adele instead.
Aye, this should do
Sorry
it.
to be a pain.
Oh no, she already is a damage sponge. Usually those guys are hitting for 500, they're hitting for 8.
No standing.
The tide of battle is with us.
Like, yeah, she's a damage sponge for sure.
Are you watching carefully? Dodge this if you can.
Oh, that was
I
weak.
do not intend to lose.
Neat attack though.
I'm going all in. Here, try this. Try this for size.
Okay, the boss is dead. We just gotta survive little guys now.
It's nothing.
Blue Day's power.
Very well. This should do it.
I can take it.
What's the plan?
Boom. Let's bodyguard all three of them.
Nothing like the long game.
Gloria is definitely waifu material right now. Oh. Oh, wait. They're not weak to fire. The main one was. They are weak to stone, however.
Bring my enemies to the knees.
Oh, I meant to brave that.
Try this besides.
You rang? Oh, ready for this. Maelstrom of magic, primordial forces, consume
I don't think I can cast the last one. It doesn't matter.
Let's keep this up, guys. Every day, every way, I get more awesome.
Did you hear her? Every day, in every way, I get more awesome. That's what Adele said. Oh, hi, Bacon. Hi, push-ups. I knew they were coming. I still wasn't prepared. Oh, hi, Pan. I didn't see you there. Oh, yeah, but hey, do these push-ups. How good is this spiked helmet? It's really good. So good, he can't use it. Let's go to Adele. Maybe she can use it. That is actually pretty darn good. That extra 10 chance of being targeted plus 32. Why, yes, we will. And it increases her physical attack. What? Physical attack plus 11. All right. That's huge for her. Oh. Hiya, Draken. All is going well. Oh my god. Push-ups and squats. You guys are gonna kill me. I'm sore from yesterday, just FYI. That's how out of shape I am. So sore. Oh, okay. Okay, I do them. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, now squats. Oh. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I filled these from yesterday. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My goodness. Boys and girls making me sweat. This bald head is going to be shiny here in a minute, I feel like. Oh. Stretching. Okay, and hydrate, yes. Oh. I had the window open all day, it felt great, right? I closed the door, or I closed the window, you know? About to stream. Gonna close it. Close it, realize the rest of the house is like 4 degrees warmer than my room, and immediately the worm gets warmer. And I feel it. And so the torture begins to war. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is one boss down. We got another boss we gotta go visit now. We got 2 spike helms. So that's good. Woo! Push-ups and squats, y'all. They're the basics, but they're great. Well, that's the thing, Mana. If you have enough points to use it, you're more than welcome. Because If you just come here and leave, you're not gonna have enough points to do those. Not after you do them like once or twice, you know. Since they cost 5,000 points. What did you do to create a lag machine? And I wonder how that affects the rest of the server, or if it does. Is it the meat production machine? Yeah, that's what I figured it was. There's not a whole lot of things. And I always appreciate the lurking, man. The lurking helps. It really does. Okay, so we're gonna fight this boss now. Let's get all readied up. Actually, let's get my ability up. I should just use a tent, man. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, yeah. I put on the I put on a 30-minute cooldown on each one of them. So if people, there's a curl one that I'm going to put up again soon. I don't think I put it up yet. So I'm going to have a 30-minute cooldown, but every 30 minutes, basically, people can make me work out. So.
Let's try that again. Let's try that again.
And by the way, if y'all ever think of any fun ideas, I mean, I still have that. You can post them in the, like, I'll change the name to the Discord ideas to the Discord/stream ideas. And, yeah. Or you can message, or you can just DM me on Discord and tell me your idea, and we'll talk about it. I'm always looking to make things more interesting. Let's see here. What we were doing?
Let me see.
Oh yeah, we were gonna still. So let's just kill 2 of these.
Your tale ends here. All right then.
And we're gonna default with the rest of them. We're gonna get our main character's thief ability back.
2 arms. You're not messing around.
She healed, he attacked her for 4, and then he attacked her with thunder, and she healed from it.
Let me see.
Dude, burpees are the worst. People have recommended burpees in the past, and I just... It doesn't have to be a workout idea. But, nah, burpees are rough, dude. Burpees are rough. We'll get to burpees. We're not there yet.
Oh, what's next? I wonder.
Well, exercise is, like, isn't everyone thing. Not everyone does, though.
Best buckle down.
2 arms.
So...
Okay then.
Like, I don't expect everyone to do it. I just enjoy exercising. Oh my gosh, where I, look at what my face cam is. The main character's hair is around my head. Like, just yeah. I can't outline it. I like that. It just occurred to me.
Okay. Damn it. Let's try that again.
No, I know we're gonna miss my beard because every 100 follows, I also did a rainbow beard for like anywhere from 3 days to a week. And I'm already missing that one.
Let me see. All right then. To arms.
You rang?
Speed this up a little bit.
Let me see. Here I go.
I'm going all in.
Okay, here we go.
Right on. Damn it. Let's try that again. Oh, man.
We stand firm for
right.
now.
He should have it now.
That'll do nicely. I'll drink to that.
All right, let's do this. We've done nothing but run from this individual every time we ran into it. So let's save.
This won't be plain sailing. Oh, man, get it!
Doctor. All right, let's immediately steal from the Coral Emperor with 52,000 HP.
Here I go!
Oh, it was the scales. Boo.
Let's
Okay.
keep it up.
Oh, wait. There is actually a spear that does extra damage to aquatics. Do we have Aquatic Slayer? We do. Oh, wait. I can't remember. Did this one have a counter? We'll find out.
Try this for size.
As I full nuke him with Thundergo. Whoa, 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 wait. Oh, no. It absorbs magical damage. But it's weak to thunder. What kind of shenanigans? Okay, well, let me think about this for a second. I mean, I have 3 physicals, but that's... Huh. And that's always nice, Mana. I've actually had that happen. Obviously not now, but before I shaved my beard. Okay. Okay, Ooh, how about this? I got an idea. Let's bodyguard all 3 of these, right? And then let's use Reprisal.
Easy does it. Nice. To arms. We stand firm for
Okay,
now.
what's the plan? Here goes! Okay then. Wait for it.
Come on, please use an AoE.
I've got you covered.
Get
Let
wrecked,
me
dude.
see.
Taking damage anytime it tries to attack one of my teammates.
Okay, what's the plan? I've got a little something for you.
How's that little Salon? Oh, well, I guess it could be slippery.
Allow me.
Let's use Shell on our shield maiden we got over here.
You rang?
Yeah, I forgot how bad it is first starting to grow out a beard, man. It's so itchy. It's so itchy, dude. Oh, it's hell. It's hell. I should have, like, really, really thought about it more. I should have thought about it more. I thought about it for, like, weeks.
Guess it's my turn.
Elvis is worthless in this battle, y'all.
See how you like this.
To arms.
Oh, I guess, you know what? Elvis can just be our healer. Straight up. Elvis is going to be our healer.
For now.
Best buckle down.
Okay, what's the plan?
Oh, I was ready for that one.
Let me see. Brace yourself. It's now or never.
Oh, what's next, I wonder?
He's not quite as efficient at it, but it'll work.
You can rely on me.
I needed that.
That's better, eh?
Thank you.
You can rely on me. Holy Spirit, heal you!
Prepare for impact. Damn it!
To arms. Yes, more. Try this for size. It's now or never. Try this for size. Okay.
That's better, eh?
A welcome intervention.
Rely on me.
Heal is a flat amount. It goes, heal is 1,000. Healera, or whatever it's called, is 2,000. Healaga is 3,000. Where Cure is based off of your, like, restoration stat.
I'm going all in.
Oh, you know what? Let's default on this one. No, we'll use an ether.
Here, try this.
You okay? I've got you covered.
Like, so if you're if you have a character kind of like Elvis that doesn't have a high restoration, but he has a high magic damage, Cura's not going to do you much good. But heal will do just fine. God damn it, man.
Time to play my
That
trump
thing has a lot of
cards.
dodge.
Right, let's get you patched up. Secret powers restore you!
You okay?
Guess it's my turn. See how you like this.
Let's see if we have a character that can raise his hit attribute.
it myself.
Want to see what I can really do?
Okay then. Wait for it.
You are about to witness my true power.
Not her, obviously, I guess.
I shall take care of this. Dodge this.
I don't think I'm gonna have a person that can raise his hit.
That ought to make a difference.
Leave it to me! That's better, eh?
I shall endeavor to return the favor.
Guess it's my turn. Okay. This'll do it. Get some. Let's go.
I won't let you down!
Oh, I mean, man, I didn't need any context. I mean, drunk and petting beards, that's not the strangest thing I've heard happening whenever someone's drunk. There's a lot worse things that can happen whenever someone's drunk.
Brace yourself. Try this besides. No, never. Try this besides.
All right then.
I mean, if someone, I mean, if the significant other doesn't like him petting other beards, then I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's not my business.
Easy does it. I'll sit this one out. Nice!
Time to play my trump cards. Best buckle down!
I've got you covered. You okay?
Poor Elvis,
Want
man.
to see what I can really do?
He just doesn't have. He doesn't have. Wait. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Right, that's my side.
That's better than he was doing, I guess.
Okay then.
Oh, he was supposed to be a healer. Never mind.
Here, try this.
Wow. What just happened? What just happened? The lizard just went crazy.
Misjudged that one.
You're going to regret hurting
What just
my
happened?
friends.
Did we make it mad finally? Like, the heck?
Yeah!
Dang, dude, it just laid the smack down on my group.
Hey, try this. Let's see. This favor will not be forgotten. Let's see.
You have my thanks.
Time to play my trump cards. Ah, you better be ready for this.
Iliga for the tank.
Holy spirits, heal
It must have defaulted for 4, like, if it defaults enough, it can have 4 turns just like me. And that's what it did, but that's the first time I've seen it do any of those numbers. I guess so, dude. I mean, I guess I can't blame it if you put it like that.
We stand
I'm just gonna
firm for
default,
now.
man. Dang, where are
it's my
these
turn.
numbers? Darn it. Okay, we need to do some damage back to it.
Try this for size.
Want to see what I can really do? That's better, eh? Phew.
Yes, more. It's now or never. It's now or never. Try this for size.
You know what's strange is that
Time to play my trump card.
I don't know if this is by design, but it's only showing that it's vulnerable to the aquatic damage that I'm doing, the specialized damage, but it's not showing that it's vulnerable to my bow, but it's clearly supposed to be weak to bows. I don't know, that's a good question. It did do a lot. It was more than 4? It might have a special ability. I know that it has... It doesn't say there, but I know that it has spell damage absorption, which is whack. That's why we don't have Elvis nuking the crap out of it.
Safety first. Here I go. Prepare for impact.
Ooh, that's good damage. And it did seem like it attacked a
Want to see
lot.
what I can really do?
But I just assume it's 4 because that's normal.
Okay then.
Alright, alright.
See how you like this.
Let's make sure that no one dies this last turn. Oh no. I don't remember who I healed already.
You can rely
Let's go.
on me. Right, let's get you patched up. Aye, this should do it. You can rely on me. Good.
This was a tough battle. It better. I really hope it gives me the item I'm looking for.
I'm going all in. Hit him right on the money.
And by item I'm looking for, I haven't got an item off of it yet, so I'm just hoping.
It's now or never. Brace yourself. It's now or never. I am beginning to feel
Ooh,
life flow
some
within
pretty
me.
good experience.
So exciting.
Adele learns a Defender of the People. Ice Brand. Ooh, we got the item. I have no idea. Like, this must be the fire or the ice version of the fire sword we got. No, that's not what I meant. Ooh, it's better than our Defender, which it should be by now. Oh wow, it has a high magical attack. And it is an elemental water weapon. It might be Defend All. Yeah, it might be. Okay, let's wait, did that not switch? Okay, there it goes. Okay, so that Rod of Ice, which is a newer one that we have, it's basically the same as that. Either way, 149. You know what? Let's just compare it. Wow, wow. Dude. Yes. Is it that is true. Is it Walker's Sway or Walker's Way? I always said it Walker's Way. Okay, cool. I never thought about it that way. How are you doing, Walker's Way? And why, thank you. Thank you. We are beautiful people. I'm glad Tabitha didn't hear that. She'd probably be cheesing right now. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We just got through killing 2 of the bosses we weren't able to defeat before. Good stuff, good stuff. Got items from both of them. Really? I don't know, man. It just... I never thought about Walker or Walker's Sway. I never thought about it that way. It was a good question, though. I mean, dang. Okay, so we have another boss here that we haven't defeated. Let's go see how bad it is. We might farm the easy one a little bit for some job experience. Considering that we can probably, like, 3-shot the thing by now. Let's tint this up. Tint. Before I waste a whole bunch of ethers. Man, I'm thirsty, guys. You guys made me thirsty. You lovely people. Alright, so I vaguely remember this one just absolutely smacking me down. I'm pretty sure it smacked my first character for like 3k and killed it. Oh yeah. Let's check out those abilities. Okay, so no passives. Let's check out what that ability is that she got. Defender of the People is take up to 3 attacks in a place of take up to 3 attacks in place of allies before the user's next turn, automatically adopting the default stance in the process. Oh, okay, cool. So it's kind of like what I was doing, except it only takes 1 move. Okay, let's go. I don't remember how much health this had.
Let's do this.
Don't smack me first. Don't smack me first. You son of a gun. Alright, we may not be ready. I guess before I run, we're gonna figure out how much health this thing has. Oh! No.
Please.
No. Nope. No. 282,000. Yeah, I saved first. I'm out.
There is no need for mindless heroics.
Bodyguard, you target one person, and any attacks on that person, she jumps in front of them and takes it instead. And you can, yeah. Wow. Okay, that's a no. Wow. See, last time we didn't look at its health. We just knew it one-shot us. I think I know where the next one... I think I know where the next 2 bosses are. I was gonna fight her, but... Wait. What level is everybody? Nah, we'll be fine. We'll go on to the next boss. I'm sure it'll be okay. So, the next boss... Well, okay, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I know where a horse is, and I know where an Orc King is. Now, I don't know which one's which. Well, okay, no, we don't know. We don't want to go this way. We'll use the wagon. Okay, not necessarily. Okay, bodyguard only can guard, I think, 1 at a time. Where the other one can block 3 attacks. So if someone uses sweeping, it can block all 3. So I could technically brave and block the next 12 attacks. Yeah. Technically, I think. Yeah, we're gonna go for the horse. We're gonna go check out the horse, and then we're gonna go check out the, because I mean, as you see, I had to go back. I had to go back in order to finally fight the salamander. Where before I was able to fight things in for, like, we got to bounce back and forth. We got to go find the next one. This is where the horse is going to be out. Wiswald has the Orc King. And I honestly don't know where the other ones are at. Unless I'm forgetting one. We've already beat the snake. Oh, did it not? Wait, which one said that? Oh, the new one? Does not apply to... Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so if I use bodyguard on all three of them, I think it'll block all three of them. But she only jumps in front of one, so it makes it confusing. Next time I use bodyguard on 3 people, I'll slow it down so we can see what's happening. Because it was just going so fast that I didn't know what was going on. Alright, we're probably not ready for this, but I mean, we won't know unless we try. We know that it has a ridiculous amount of health, and it's probably unlikely. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Ooh, wait. Can we look in the lore and maybe see its, like, anything about it? That Trent is broken. Okay, so it is vulnerable to swords, bows, ice, electric, and light. Seems simple enough. So good thing we just equipped a ice sword to our mage that probably isn't actually going to use it at all. Let's do it this way instead. Let's equip him with a rod of ice. I don't know, man. That lowers his magic attack by a crap ton. But he gets 30% more attack damage to water attacks. You can't do the squats, why not? It should work. Maybe it's on a little timer thing and it'll take a second to ungray. I don't know. Oh man, I think it's because he's a red mage that the sword's better. Oh man, I don't know which one's better. I don't know which one's better. What's 30% of 162? Or wait, was it 162? 164. What's 30% of 164? Is it greater than... If you add that to 164, is it greater than 208? And yes, I see... What the heck? I meant calculator. It's slightly better. It's slightly better. But we lose 1 critical chance. I don't think aim matters. We're going to use the Rod of Ice. It'll do a little bit more damage. If that's how it works. I don't know how abilities scale. Wait, can I equip both of them? Can I equip both of them? Boo. Okay. Man, if only that Ice Brand is heavy. Well, if we miss, we know we're equipping that sword real quick, because miss damage is no damage. And alright, I guess now is as good a time as any to go ahead and hit those squats before it rolls up that chat line. I can't hide from these things. Ugh. I'm starting to move slower, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness. Woo. Okay, are we ready? Only one way to find out. Let's save. Hey, reload it, Doctor. Maybe your stuff just needs to be reloaded. Not that I'm ready for those push-ups, but you might check that.
We shall not be defeated.
Okay. I'm not ready for this. A thought that occurred to me. Oh, I should have thought about that before, of using the Ice Brand instead of a dagger. Why, thank you, Neo. How you doing, brother? Oh my goodness. Please don't take like half damage or something. I'll just miss. We gotta fix his missing problem. Our main character should not be missing with his dagger. Okay, so it's undead. Wait, it's undead. It should, and I should have switched. I should have switched Gloria to White Mage, because she would have slapped him. Straight up slapped him.
We all have our weaknesses.
That was weak.
Time to play my trump cards. Here I go. Freezing blade coming your way.
Well, let's do a test. Let's do both spells and see how much damage it does.
See?
And you're feeding your tarantula right now. Nice. Got to keep the. Got to keep all the little pets fed. Okay, so let's do a defend. Oh wait, let's. What if I do Defender of the People and Bodyguard? Oh well, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine.
Better cover up. That's better, eh? Right, let's get you patched up. Primordial forces consume you! Of my enemies!
Okay, what's the plan?
If we check the cost, it may be better just to try to heal him. And we can switch him back to the sword for more magic. Well, no, it won't matter. On him, it won't matter. If he has more, well, will it? I don't think it'll matter. It would have been better if we had Gloria as a white mage. Because she would have smacked that boss.
I've got a little something for you.
I've got you covered.
Let me see.
However,
Holy Spirit, heal me.
Brutally effective.
We all have our
Wow.
weaknesses. Brutally effective. We all have our weaknesses.
that was gross.
Prepare for impact.
Okay. Hey, try this.
We can try because the rise does broke and like it's really strong. So we'll try that next. But if it's base, I don't know. It usually does full heal. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try it. Let's do this. Let's just read.
This'll do it. Here,
I miss
this'll do
fight
it.
another
Your
day.
pain.
Try this.
Much better.
Cannot believe it.
That's my fault.
Let's sort this mess out. You better be ready for this! Holy Spirit, heal you! Restore you! Spirit, restore you!
You're going to regret hurting my friends. A final set! Let's see now.
I am in your debt.
The long game. You okay?
Just saved her. Well, you know what? Let's try it, dude.
Sacred powers restore
I've
you.
got you covered.
Nah, it doesn't do anything. Wow. I think I just like botched this run though. You know what? Let's flee.
Mindless heroics.
We got a better way of doing this. We're gonna go leave the area, come back. I'm gonna switch her over to her rightful class. Although it seemed like it wasn't doing crap for damage. Her stuff, which is weird. And it's probably because there's no after I don't know. Since there's no modifiers on his heals, I think that's why it's making him so strong. Like, we're gonna leave him as is, but the bow is just doing no damage. It should. I mean, the horse is supposedly vulnerable. I just don't think we do enough damage with her yet. I think that she's hitting some kind of weird damage defense threshold. I think that's all we need to change. Because it's already dead, right? Well, that's not fair. The enemy has abilities that one-shot me. And I do mean one-shot. I don't mean even... They don't even do damage. They just one-shot me. Unfair. But it is a boss. It is a boss. I wonder if that'll work on normal undead enemies. If so, man, if we could find a higher level... Wait, where am I? Am I going the wrong way? I'm totally going the wrong way. I think there's some kind of other enemy here on a high-rise. Maybe that's that could be a completely different enemy, though. Alright, let's try this again. I think it's possible, man. I think if we can get Adele to block, and Gloria's gonna have broken heals. Oh, wait. Let's, we gotta change the equipment. Wow, this bow has quite a bit, actually. I don't think heals can crit unless I have unless I had an ability for it. Yeah, I will surely check those passives. Okay, let's switch back to the sword, just because it has a lot more... Well, magical attack really isn't going to matter for his. Yeah, we can leave his as is. How much heavier is that sword? If I could use this sword on him, it'd be great. Okay, so it's 6 over. Dude, I don't know. Let's just unequip these really quick. I want to see how much better that sword is than my dagger. No, just no. Do we have something that gives us, like, fire resistance? Actually, right there, and that actually works out great for him. And we'll go with the, the Mithril Bangle. worth. I wonder if every one of his attacks is fire. Ah, physical attack, though. Do we have something else? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're gonna check passives now. Dude, we're gonna smack this horse. This is gonna be a huge jump for us. Hopefully it gives us something really worth it. We don't need Divining Rod for this. We'll throw on MP's Saver. We can certainly try it, Mana. I may not, though. I may not have enough of those. I didn't go farming for them, not yet. But I will certainly check. Oh, wait. This is our healer. Let's check some stuff. Wait, what did I just replace? I think it was JP up, so we're fine there. Okay, I mean, that's good, but we don't need it right now. I think that we're set. Let's save. If I died after doing all that, that'd suck. And Elvis is almost a level 12 red mage. Let's check that. Let's check those items before I forget. No, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'm not really worried about it. Have I leveled up Monk on him at all? It all depends on if I've already leveled him some or not. No, I haven't. If we want to level Monk, though, the quickest way is to go back to the first area and fight that, Sith? Sith, I think, is the name of the creature. I'm on chapter, I think I'm towards the end of chapter 2.
Right?
Or 3? Chapter... I think I'm at the very end of chapter 2. Alright.
Okay.
2. Wait. 3. Then Godspeed Strike.
Let's go. Try this for size.
Oh no, come on. Dude, I don't know why he's missing so much, but we gotta figure that out. Yeah, I heard something about that, Doctor, but I mean, I wasn't there yet, so I didn't even bother with it. Okay. The moment of truth.
Your might knows no bounds.
Sacred powers restore.
Wow,
magic.
why?
We'll have our weakness.
Okay, so Red Mage just broke for this fight.
Holy Spirit,
Straight up.
we'll have our weaknesses.
I don't know why she's not doing, like, any damage with hers. She vastly, like, god dang. Well, now we just have a really good healer, and he can use all of his heals for offense. No, I used a Rise, it didn't work. It literally does nothing.
Holy Spirit!
Like, this is good enough for me. 3,900?
Restore you!
I can take it.
Okay, we need her bad right now. I can try it. I can try Phoenix Down, but here's the thing, Doctor. It's immune to death. That's why Rise didn't work.
I've got you covered. You okay?
Okay then.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this one more time. Let's... Okay, so the strat I'm trying to use with him, but he keeps... I don't know why he can't seem to hit anybody. I'm gonna have to check his items and see if he has one that's like negative to aim. But every time he uses a Brave, he gets a 10% increase to physical attacks until the next turn. I was trying to smack him with a really hard... I was trying to smack him with body slams and then smack him with a Godspeed Strike. But they're just missing. It's terrible. I don't know why. I don't know why he's missing. A body slam and then Godspeed Strike.
Here, try this. Prepare for impact. I've got a little something for you.
Yeah, there's something wrong there.
You are about to witness my true power.
And if you watch her Cura on Adele here, her heals are not weak.
Powers restore you. Does that feel better?
How thoughtful of you.
Like, if anything, her heals should be a little bit better than Elvis's, but they're not doing crap to that horse. And I don't understand it. I don't know if whenever you use a heal on an enemy, it has to do with your, maybe your magic stat instead of your restoration stat. You know what? That's got to be it. I can't imagine anything else is affecting it.
Let it heal you! Secret powers restore you! Like that, did you?
Ooh, poison breath. Okay. That's fun.
I've got you covered. You okay?
Stretch that one!
Yes, more!
This horse has got us on the defensive here.
Holy spirits, heal me. Sacred powers, restore me. Holy spirits, heal me.
I needed that.
Let me help you.
Let me.
I'm glad I put on counter savvy on Gloria, because now she just straight up avoids all of the horse's counters. Let's see if I can steal something. Yeah.
It's my time to shine. I'll take that.
Dark Deluge? I don't know if that's a weapon or not.
I'm up, huh? Easy peasy. I'll sit this one out.
Oh, JP up and up affects the JP orbs you give to your party. Oh, that's awesome. That's certainly great news. Did it just... I can't tell, did it? I think it defaulted.
Okay.
Alrighty, I've got this. Breezy blades coming your way.
I've got you covered.
This'll do it.
A welcome intervention.
Why does a poison move do so much base damage? Gosh, dang it.
Here, try this.
All right. Let's go again.
Safety first. Bring the heart.
They must not have a moment to breathe.
My might knows no bounds.
This should do it. Sacred powers, restore you. Holy
I'm
spirits,
glad I revived
heal
her, and I'm surprised she's still using her ability.
powers,
I figured whenever they died, they stopped using their abilities.
Okay. This'll do it. Here, try this. This'll do it. Here, try this.
Oh, what's next, I wonder? You better be ready for this.
I shall endeavor to return the favor.
Heal your powers! Restore you! Heal you!
Dicorn. What's the Dicorn again?
No big deal.
Oh, this is rough. Oh, we need to get more high potions.
Hey, try
This
this.
favor will not be forgotten.
Let's see
I
now.
live to fight another
I'll sit
day.
this one out.
You rang?
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember actually seeing a Dicorn, I think in a monster manual or something like that for D&D. It's kind of like the difference between a Diablos and a Monoblos. D for 2 horns, and then Mono for the single horn. Dude, if only we can make it to her turn without death. Okay,
what's
wait,
the plan?
what does... I don't know, man.
I'm going all in. This'll do it.
You have my thanks. I live to
This'll
fight
do it.
another day. Thanks.
Try this.
Thank you.
Oh no, I was actually referring to, Well, okay, so I was referring to Monster Hunter. And yes, it is. But that's probably why they named the second one the Mono. They probably named it Monoblos, because Diablos was probably based off of where you're talking about. The Monoblos was a play off of the Diablos for only having 1 horn. But only having 1 horn. That's what I was referring to. Diablos is Latin for devil or demon. And that's probably what Diablos is named after, because he is ridiculous, and yeah. Yeah. Anyways. I digress.
You okay?
It was in a... Oh no. Gosh, dang it.
Forgive me.
Okay, so this is a hard fight. I feel like we can do it, but at the same time, I'm sitting over here like, Gloria was supposed to be our star. And she failed us because she did absolutely 0 damage to the undead, which is unbelievably crazy. It hurt my soul a little bit. Well, I know it's a rough fight, but it's, you know, it's weird that... And you know, it was probably what I mentioned before, is Gloria, with her much greater restoration, should be doing more damage to the undead. Because by all rights, she heals a lot more than Elvis does. But I think because I'm targeting the enemy, I think it's based off of magic instead of restoration, so she's doing, like, no damage. And what up, Wadney? How you doing? Wadney says, I am so amazing, it hurts. Oh, hey, I didn't notice you. How you doing, buddy? Dude, her magical attack isn't even weak. It's actually higher than her restoration. So I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. She should be smacking that undead. Red Mage's hacks. There is, but like the heal should be doing like, okay, so the heal is a magic attack to undead, and it's light. So if I'm not doing any damage with the heal, I'm probably not going to do much damage with the, unless their scaling is like, say they have 100 magic resist, or like 100 magic defense. Say that I don't start doing real damage to it until I get over that amount. So if that's the case, then I might have a chance of doing magic damage through that attack. I don't really understand. I don't understand why she wasn't doing any damage. But Red Mage's hacks. Red Mage is super hacks because it does flat damage no matter what. And then it's augmented by vulnerabilities. Wait a second. Oh yeah, I had a shield on her before. Whoops. Oh yeah. I had forgot about that. Oh yeah, we need to figure out why his aim is terrible. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. What is everyone else's aim? He has the highest aim, but he is missing so often. I think I know what it is. He's the only one attacking with physical attacks. Oh, your plate went everywhere. That sucks, dude. Well, the knife actually has plus 105 to aim. So it shouldn't be the knife. Like the horse is also weak to daggers, or is it supposed to be? Maybe we should go red mage on Gloria. How close is she to getting... Okay, so I don't think we're quite ready for this attack, and I'm willing to accept that, or this this creature. That is what it is. We can always go check out the Orc King. I don't know if he's harder than what we just fought. And here in a second, I'm trying to think of when I can switch him to monk and level him. If we can't fight this orc boss, we'll go level some stuff real quick. Where did I see that boss at? I think over here. Wait, what's over there? I can't tell if that... Oh, wait. I can look in the travelogue. Oh, wow. That quest is, like, in the boonies. I have no idea where that quest is at. We'll have to go... what am I doing? We'll have to go look for it later. I ran into the Orc King the other day, or like yesterday. It was yesterday. I don't remember how strong he was, though. I'm hoping he's weaker than the horse.
Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, I don't like that. Oh.
Okay, what's the plan?
This probably isn't good.
You okay?
Confirmed. We fight this one after the horse.
No shame in running away.
So, I feel like that there should be another one. Because, okay, so what? The one that we fought earlier was 52,000. And, like, maybe a 57,000. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But Then the closest one we found was 90-something thousand. I would figure that there'd be one in there that was like around 70,000. But I don't know if there is or not. And it might be in the next chapter. We may have just not seen it yet. I don't know if this is a boss. I don't think so. I don't think it's not glowing. But it could be our level too.
Watch out, guys.
No,
Let
it's
me
not.
see. There is no need for mindless heroics.
It looked like a boss. Was not a boss. That's fine. Okay. Wait. Wait, what's this area? Have we been up here before? We have not. Well, did they do it on normal? Oh, look at this, another boss. Spider boss. Okay, sweet. Come on, be the next one. Don't be above horse level.
We shall not be defeated.
You suck.
His name's Ball. Oh, no. Above horse level.
There is no need for mindless heroics.
152,000. Man, now I feel like I'm missing a boss somewhere. Dang it, man. I feel like that if it was weaker than the horse, we could beat it. You know what I mean? And now Mana's got me curious on if Monk barehanded would be good for our main character. So we're gonna go level up Monk real quick. It shouldn't take long at all. Yeah, abort. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, but soon though. Soon we'll be slapping that horse. Now, the horse. If we went like 2 red mages, we could probably nuke it down. Where am I at? Did I go too far back? I think I did go too far back. At this point, there's... yeah, we'll use the wagon. No, I feel like if you know what you're doing... Like, we could test more things against the horse, but I just think it's a little bit tough for us. I think our level... technically, I think we could push through the story pretty easy right now based off of our level. Because I think that we're sufficiently leveled enough for the story stuff. Wait, where's that quest? Oh my goodness, it's like in the middle of 2 areas. Okay. We'll go do that on our way to the next area. Okay, what was she weak to again? Before I go into this. I clicked on the wrong thing. No, I didn't. Monster vet. There we go. She's weak to swords and lightning. Swords, daggers, lightning. Oh, I bet potions do damage to it, but that's only 1,000 damage. Although that could be better than me trying to hit him with our main character. Have you retired from the lawn care services? Only in lower level areas. I've passed that clientele on to new starts because they need it. I had to move on to new regions. I can't cover all of them at the same time, unfortunately. Okay, and thank you for posting that, Doctor. Okay, let's gonna switch this to the sword. Yeah, wealthier pastures. You know what? Let's change all of these second jobs to freelancer. You are right. Thank you very much. We also need to change jobs, of course. I like that outfit. Ah. All right. It's time to level. Is anything on a max level class? It is not. Let's get to it.
Watch out, guys.
What? Weird. Okay, there it goes.
You rang? Right. Let's do this.
What's the plan?
Time to see some big body slam damage.
Let's see how you deal with
Oh yeah, her attack isn't that high, but she still has a lot of weight. I don't know if that affects it. I think she used to do over 2K though. Easy.
I've got a little something for you.
Why is he missing so much? I am super, like... I don't like that, man. I don't... Do daggers, like, have an inert chance, like, to miss?
very well.
Oh, no, 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 no. Items have passives on them, Doctor. I can show you some of them after this. Oh, you're talking about what Mana said. Okay, so so each class has their own passives that they always have, if you have them set as your main class. You whenever you switch to a class, you always get one, and one's hidden, and you get that one once you hit level 12, which is you master it then. There we go. We are now set up for the farm.
Good. New powers, huh?
Another step in the right direction.
I wonder what's next for me.
Look at all those abilities. It's so wonderful.
Onwards and upwards.
Okay, so let's look at these abilities real quick. Okay, we're about to see how this is going to work for him. So if I unequip this dagger, I gain 36 attack. And my aim goes, well, way up. So, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And our main character now has 4.2k health because he's a monk.
Come, let us fight.
And now all I gotta do is hit Y and then B.
Well, what's next, I wonder? You like this one? Like this besides?
What's the plan?
I may be able to increase their weight and kill her in one go.
Allow me.
I'm gonna see if I can't do that with oh my god, she's so close. That'll make the farm so much quicker.
Onwards
Like
and
the
upwards.
warriors.
Hey! New tricks, eh?
Now you understand why they say some class combos are broken. Yeah. Well, okay, so there's a, oh, you know what? We talked about this. What was it that we were gonna get? Oh, where is it? Hold on a second. I think it was the Pictomancer. No, that's not what I meant to click. That's, again. The BP cost of using a sub-job ability is reduced by 1. So, Body Slam, you can only use twice if you Brave, and that takes 4 turns to get it back. But if you get the sub-job BP saver set Freelancer to your secondary, you can use 4 Body Slams in one go. That would be broken. And it wouldn't cost you anything. It wouldn't cost you BP or mana. Alright, let's make these individuals heavy. How much can you carry? A crap ton. Let's give you a spiked helmet, which increases... Look at that, increasing his physical attack. Oh my gosh, okay. Look at that 5.1k HP. She's about as heavy as I can get her. Well, I don't know why he still has that on. Anyways. Let's give him a mithril banger. Banger. Let's give him a mithril bangle and put him over 3k health. Giving him a shield is a bad idea. Can I give him a second sword? Ooh, no. Ooh, it lowers his magical attack. I don't understand how second weapons work sometimes. Oh, we put that on for the fire resistance. That's why we put that on. Dude, the Wind Talisman, I didn't realize gives weight -6. What? Well, I'm gonna remember that in the future. That's bonkers. That's not what we want right now, but that's crazy. Sure, let's give her a mithril bangle. Just, I don't know why I keep saying other things. All right, we are ready to destroy this boss even more. Hopefully, we destroy her in one turn. If we destroy her in one turn, we don't take any damage. You know. And congratulations to Abby with that diamond achievement in Andromeda. Some things people just don't do in games. Doesn't even matter how long they've been out. Yeah, we're gonna get that Pictomancer up too, at least on one of the characters.
Right, let's see. Let's give this one a whirl.
Okay, what's the plan? Let's go.
Oh, you missed. What a letdown.
It's nothing.
That's okay.
No big deal. It's nothing.
You rang? Who's done for now?
I am
That'll do
beginning
nicely.
to feel like a warrior.
Oh wait, Elvis currently is maxed on his job. Let's go ahead and slap him on Picto. Well, is there really a reason to switch him into Picto? Or is there something better we can put him on? Unshakable Will's pretty good. Oh yeah, taking damage will cause the user's MP to restore it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're totally doing Pictomancer. This is just, I think, the best. I glanced at farming, like what was the best options, and I know that there's a farm in chapter 3. I'm not there yet though. So I heard like they listed this one and then that one, and so I was like, okay, so I'm not there yet. I'm not even gonna worry about it.
Okay, let's do this.
I do like it when that happens.
Brace yourselves.
Okay, got a little something
Here I
for
go.
you.
This will shut you up.
Bang. Done for, pal.
Bruh.
Go. Like this besides.
Our quest must go on.
Onwards and upwards.
One must never stop learning.
Woo! I like what I'm seeing here. Hey, new tricks, eh? Now this is interesting.
So much stuff. Yeah, the thief, one thing I was having a huge problem with the thief is lack of mana. And it was really hard to put on mana items on it, because if you did, it was super squishy then. And even if you put mana items on them, they don't have a whole lot. Oh, no, well, I mean, you could call it a kill. He's a Pictomancer now, so he has his apron on. He has his apron with all the paint on it.
You will regret this.
He has pants on underneath, so I don't know if I'd call it a kill. Necessarily.
Let's
You
do
are about
this.
to witness my true power.
Okay then. Got a little something for you.
Oopsie daisy.
Prepare to meet your fate.
What's next? I wonder. You
Okay,
like this
what's the
one?
plan? Like this for size.
What's the plan?
Alrighty.
personally.
Let's press on, eh? Hey, new tricks, eh?
I know, Doctor. As soon as you said kill, I was like, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. It would have been great, though. They all seem like they're missing quite a bit. This particular creature, I think, has high evasion. But yeah, it's pretty bad, man. Look, you see? Missing all around.
This is my true power. Here I go. Let's see how you deal with this.
Let's go.
Let's give this one a
Prepare to
whirl.
meet your fate.
I might need to check Elvis's stuff since I switched his
Guess it's my
class,
turn.
though.
How you like this?
I'm up, huh? This will shut you
I
up.
am beginning to feel
powers,
like a
huh?
warrior. One must never stop learning.
Hooray!
I'm curious to see, like, okay, so whenever you master Freelancer, every time you master another class, as long as Freelancer's your main class, it gets a buff to its stats. So it gets a buff to its stats every time you have another mastered class. So I'm curious on, like, if you paired that with, like, the monk's passive ability for having no weapons on and increasing stats, how strong it would get. Yeah, dude, that's what I said yesterday. Like, they were referring to an artist, and then they, you know, said painter at one point, but then whenever it showed the class being Pictomancers, I was like, that's cool.
You are no match for us. This is going to hurt.
Right. Let's see. Let's do this.
Prepare for
All
impact.
right then. Get ready.
No big deal.
Prepare to meet your tail
Looking
ends
good, guys.
They both hit 10. I don't know if they got a passive ability at 10 or not. Okay. Oh, fast hands. Any speed reductions caused by equipment in either hand become speed bonuses instead? Whoa. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's so hard right now. Oh, well, we'll have to remember to put that on afterwards. Because that's going to be amazing. Like, let's just look at this equipment real quick. Speed -6 and speed -3, so we'll get +9. I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot. Uh-oh. Oh, boo. I went and did it again, y'all. Well, let's try it the way that they have it, I guess. Oh, crap. It is at 59, so it'll hit harder. I accidentally hit equipped recommended, and I hurt my soul a little bit whenever I did it, but that's fine. What they put on is not bad, and she may do better. She may do better body slam damage like this. Actually, you know what? Since we switched their jobs, let's just go ahead and... Oh, whoops. Wow, Earth Talismans, though, man. They just have the best stats, it looks like. We may have to buy more of them. Wait, what kind of health are we looking at now? Meh. I wouldn't have picked what they picked, but that's okay.
You are about to witness my true power.
However,
That counted nice.
their weight definitely went up.
Okay, what's the plan? How you like this?
That's why we tried it.
Our quest must go on.
Ours, huh?
Worth. Because I knew that they were trying to fill out as much of the weight as possible. Yeah, it sounds really good, Doctor. But sometimes you want slow hands, not fast ones. That's true, because some of the abilities that the Shield Master has says until the user's next turn. So you would technically want to be slower than everyone else.
This is gonna be fun.
Now that being said,
What's next, I wonder? You like this
Okay,
one?
what's the plan? Prepare for impact.
Too easy.
that being said,
This is interesting.
if you can use up all of your brave and then get it back sooner, than the rest of the party, you can use more abilities. So it's one of those things. It's one of those weird things. Basically, if you have fast hands, you basically want to spam all your brave all the time to get more use out of it. But that one ability that I'm thinking of, though, I think would be better if you were slower.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Just kind of use and forget.
You like this
You are
one?
about to witness this is going to hurt.
Okay then.
The game was like,
Did you
oh, you needed to kill quicker with Body Slam? Let us help you out with that. No guts and no glory. You know, eventually we're going to have to sell all of these extra daggers that we got. We're back over 100k, 110k monies. Okay, we got another one for her. What's this? Physical and magical defense increase with BP, but will also decrease when BP drop below 0. Interesting. I don't believe so, but I'm not sure about that, Doctor. Because I don't think it's a turn again until you're able to do something. But that's just my way of thinking about it. Because you don't... Your turn comes up whenever the yellow bar fills. And while you have negative BP, it's red. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I don't have the answer to that question, unfortunately. But I will say this, based off of what I've seen, she continues to defend until it's actually her turn again. Until I'm able to do something else. So I think that getting the BP counter after braving does not count as your turn. Based off of what I've seen.
This won't take long.
Right, let's see. Alright, let's do
Prepare
this.
to meet your right go.
Got a little something
Right
for
then,
you.
you may feel a little sting.
It's nothing.
Oh, what's next, I wonder? Done for,
Let's
pal.
keep this up, guys.
Now this is interesting.
It could be a minute. It could be a minute for Mana. Her hands are still currently healing.
Easy peasy.
Oh, what's next, I wonder? Done for, pal.
Prepare to meet your mate.
Here I go. See how you like this. That was a piece of cake.
Every day, in every way, I get more awesome.
Oh my goodness. How's your computer acting today, Mana? I saw that post about the so that helped fix the problem as long as you restart it. As long as you restart your computer.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Gin Theory. What up, man? Yeah, Craftopia was good. I have unfortunately not returned to it.
Let's
You
do
are about
this.
to witness my true power.
Yeah.
This is going to
Guess
hurt.
it's my turn. How would like
Here I
this?
go. Okay, let us continue on our way.
How are you doing? It's good seeing you. You know, it's funny. I've been playing that Valheim during the daytime on YouTube. We're about to finish our the big house before I take a break from it. Waiting on new content for it and stuff like that. And Jen, have you not touched the game? Or have you played Craftopia since then?
We'll wipe the floor with them. You are about to witness my true power.
You rang? Okay
Let's
then.
do this.
Try this for size. That was a piece of cake.
Elvis learn the BP saver. So we can slap that on him real quick. This is about to get silly. If he can hit her. If we can get BP Saver, man, we can level up Craftopia. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Think of a survival game, kind of like, you know, Valheim, or it's third person like Valheim, but it's got a lot more things to do in it. Think about that mixed with like one of the new Zelda games. And I don't even know what else to say. I don't even know what to say. It was a lot of different things. It was really interesting. I actually had a lot of fun with Craftopia. I wanted to return, and I might return here soon to see what they've done with it. I'm gonna check it out, see if the devs are still alive, see what's going on with it. And I have like this weird time gap between now and when Rise comes out on the 26th that I'm just gonna find some random fun stuff to do again.
You are about to witness my true power.
Okay, so now we're gonna do 4 body slams with him because it costs 0 BP, which is ridiculous.
This one.
She's definitely dying in one turn. Gloria now has mastered Ranger. Yeah, and drawing could be a good form of, you know, therapy and stuff after you get done with your normal therapy. It could be good for your hands, depending on how your hands are, of course. Oh yeah, we're going to switch her jobs. She is now also going to Pictomancer. We're going to be zooming, y'all. Oh, she's overloaded. Let's go switch out her equipment. Yeah, Craftopia, man, I had a blast with it. And you know, it's funny, it's also got multiplayer. And it's got RPG it's got more RPG stuff involved with it. I don't know. We're gonna have to recheck it out. We had a blast with it, man. Back whenever it came out, I like really kind of pushed what they had available to me. I did everything. Kenshi, that sounds super familiar.
Prepare to meet your
You rang? You'll like this one. Let's give this one a whirl.
Besides,
Let's see how you
that
deal
was a
with
piece of
this.
cake.
new powers flow within me. Another step in the right direction.
Oh, Adele mastered Shield
This is
Master.
interesting.
We can switch her off of that. We might go ahead and max out her Vanguard to get all the Vanguard abilities, if we haven't already. Nah, Pictomancer. We're going Pictomancer with her first. We got a bunch of artists up in here. So why not? Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it will. She's using Body Slam. Wait, hold on a second. Why are you doing this? Why are you... Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. It figured out how to put it together.
You are no match for us.
What's next? No one. You'll like this one. Bow.
Okay, what's the plan? Let's go. It's nothing.
Prepare to meet your radio quarter.
Well, you can only equip 2 shields
Next for me.
once you learn a certain skill from the Shield Master.
So exciting.
And then you gotta equip it.
Powers flow
So,
within me.
yeah. She literally usually only spends her time blocking.
This'll be a walk in the park.
Oh, 2 misses? Come on.
You'll like this one.
You are
Let's
about
do
to
this.
witness my true power.
Guess it's my turn.
Still ended up dead, though, due to Elvis.
Hooray!
That Pictomancer ability is somewhat broken with Body Slam. Although, honestly, I feel like I'm breaking the game a little bit because we're not just leveling jobs, we're also leveling, you know, our normal levels. I don't even know what level I am now. 31 and 32.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Let's see. Now.
Prepare to meet your maker.
Here I go.
Well, I mean, you know, they had to give something unique to the Shield Master. I thought it was weird that they had Shield Master after having Vanguard. But Vanguard has, like, special things that if you don't default, you get bonuses. Where a lot of the times the Shield Master is using default to defend others.
Here I go. This will shut you up.
Okay then. Got a little something for you.
Easy.
I like what I'm seeing here.
Hooray!
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, I've already mastered like 2 classes on. I've already mastered 2 or 3 classes. Let me check to be sure. JP up and up. Yes, everyone is all set up. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal them. I guess they finally need it. Gotta use up some of these normal potions anyways. Yeah, there's been a few times where I forgot it, like on like a character or 2.
What's the plan? You are about
Oh,
to
thank
witness
you.
my true power.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good stretch.
Guess it's my turn. See how you like this.
You know, they give you jobs like quick, like they'll give you like 2 or 3,
Oh, what's next?
and then it takes a second, and then they slam you with like 3 more, and then 3 more,
I get more
like 3 or 4 more. There's a lot of them, man. Squats, what are squats? I don't know what squats are. Oh my goodness. Squats, man. These squats are gonna wreck me. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. I'm feeling it. Make sure that whenever you're doing squats, you keep your knees behind your toes, and you push with your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I've already unlocked 12 for a few classes already, Doctor. This is like V farm for like the first like 2-3 chapters, depending on what you're trying to do. Like from what I read, I didn't really read the full thing about how you do it, but the chapter 3 one is if you want to level your jobs, but not your characters. This one, the only real downside to this one is that you're you're leveling your characters too.
You rang?
Brace yourselves!
Guess it's my turn. Like this for
Let us
size.
continue on our way.
This feels good.
Monk is now mastered. Let's get some of that Picto action on him. Okay, what level are all my Pictomancers? Wait, what level do they need to be for that ability? Nine. They got to be level 9. Oh, okay. 2 of them are about to get it. Well, that's what I'm saying is like, yeah, there is that. There is. But like I said, it's like, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm going to finish leveling the Pictomancers and then we'll move on.
This is gonna be fun.
Because I don't know... I'm still not sure if I'm actually going to, like, use Pictomancer.
What's the plan?
But I will certainly use that ability for free BP.
Let's give this one a whirl.
Guess it's my turn.
I am beginning to feel like a warrior.
Onwards and upwards. This feels good.
One must never stop learning.
Well, what's next, I wonder?
You are about to finish my second count of the night.
That was a piece of cake. Onwards and upwards.
I wonder what's next for me.
I was like, Doctor, I was about to be like, oh, I guess we're in the same boat. I'm working on jobs and my legs hurt. Okay, so he is maxed out on that. We can switch him for the remainder of them leveling. Maybe get some extra for a different job. What should we... See if we can't get him that one passive that allows him to get overheal. That overheal can be great. Like if they have just below full health and you heal them for like 4k, then they have whatever their health is plus 4k. And it's wonderful.
You will regret this.
Here I go. Prepare for impact.
Here I go!
You'll like this one.
No big deal.
That was just a big one.
This feels good.
New powers flow within me.
Hey! New tricks, eh?
Oh, did he just get it? No, he got Drain Attack. Okay. Should be only a few more fights. Yeah, it definitely would be. Like if you were running a Berserker, that overheal would be fantastic.
I'm up, huh?
Okay, what's the plan? Got a little something
Prepare
for
to
you.
meet your maker. My might knows no bounds. This is going to hurt. I'm very satisfied.
Let's do this.
How did... Oh, man, there was so many misses. Dang.
Here I go.
There is no way she should have made it through that first attack. Now Adele has that also, though. There's about to be like 16 attacks coming at her face. All at once. 15 body slams.
This is gonna be fun.
You know, originally I didn't plan on, like, I planned on only coming here for the monk stat.
Give this one a whirl.
Hardly worth the
Powers, huh?
Another step in the right direction.
I am super curious though to see what the stats look like if your main is freelancer and you have the no weapons perk from monk. I kind of want to see how like hefty the stats get.
I'm up, huh? Okay.
Oh, I didn't equip it on her yet. Boo. Okay.
Guess it's my turn. Try this for size.
Right. Let's see. Brace yourselves.
It seems like the more attacks aren't doing us any good.
Okay, what's the plan?
That miss rate though.
Hooray!
Oh, I didn't put on that ability on her. That's fine though.
Okay, what's the plan? Try this for size.
Oh, you know what? Because they're all,
You bit it.
I think it's based off of like what equipment they have on. They're just not doing as much damage either. Do you think that the experience is split up, or do you think that they'll all just get the same no matter what? Like, so if 3 were dead, would the 1 by itself get a lot more?
Here I go. Try this for
You are
size.
about to witness my What's the plan? Too easy.
Although I don't think there'd be any benefit to having like one necessarily higher than the others, other than just being able to carry with that one character, or if it was your tank, I guess. How much we got until 12?
Here I go.
Guess it's my turn. Let's go.
Another foe vanquished. Another step in the right direction.
Hey! New tricks, eh?
Okay, Elvis learned better than ever. That's what I wanted to get for him. We might as well keep him on there. I can't think of anything else that I immediately want to get for him. He already has so many good abilities, like, it's going to be hard not to just default to his Black Mage and his Red Mage passives. Well, one White Mage, one Black Mage, and two Red Mage passives, to be more precise.
This will not take long.
Okay, I've got a little something for you. For once, next time I've got nothing to do with it yourselves.
Hardly worth the bother.
So exciting.
I think once those three hit 12, I'll be fine with moving on. There's really no need to stick around for his until we get like more classes to level.
You are about to witness my full power. No quarter.
We just missed like 8 attacks out of 12.
My turn.
Alright then.
Our quest must go on.
Yeah.
I wonder how much Body Slam did to the horse. I don't think I used it on the horse at all. Oh no, I tried to, but I missed. I think that horse just must have a ridiculous amount of evasion. Ooh, we need to check out. Actually, that load screen just made me wonder if I should be Black Mage main on Elvis or Red Mage.
Here I go.
Because apparently, if you're a Black Mage, once you get it mastered,
Alright then.
they can't, like, the damage can't be nullified.
You up? Easy.
Onwards and upwards. This is gonna be fun. Okay, this for size.
Here I go.
That was a piece of cake.
My powers grow yet greater.
It makes me wonder if we have, like, some kind of greater mischance per brave use. Because it seems like more, well, not more brave use necessarily, but more attacks. Because I felt like we didn't miss quite as much whenever we only had 2 attacks versus 4.
Okay, what's the plan? Okay, got a little
You
something
are
for
about
ya.
to witness my true power. All right then. I'm all set. Let's see how you deal with this.
And then it
New
wants to like
powers
prove me
flow
wrong.
within me.
Oh crap! No, we gotta level him to 12. I think convert NP is all the way at the bottom. Oh, it is. That's unusual. Okay. Or we can just leave him a Pictomancer for now. I wonder how much left we got in chapter 2. We fought the... I don't know, maybe we just have to... Oh, we got to go through a forest. They mentioned that. I'm thinking that the... We probably just got to run through the forest to get where we're going. To the next chapter.
Okay, what's the plan? I've got a little something for ya.
Let's see how you deal with this. This is
Next one. You'll like this one. I'm amazing.
Alright, there we go.
I'm seeing here.
so exciting.
Yeah, we'll just leave him a Pictomancer. Let's just get a move on. But I do need to check out... Black Mage versus Red Mage stats. So yeah, high velocity spells prevents all attack spells from being nullified or absorbed. Will not bypass damage having or reflect effects. He gets MP if he defaults. Okay, so... Whoops. And Red Mage has Nuisance. All attack spells also have a chance of inflicting status ailments. The elements inflict depend on the spell's element, and then Chain Spell. All spells cast are performed twice at no extra MP cost. I vote Red Mage. I mean, there's going to be certain things we're not going to be able to attack with him, but whenever he does attack them, it'll be great. Interesting. Not Ice Brand? Oh, overloaded. All right, let's go, y'all. Time to push that story. We didn't set her second. Okay, they're all like freelance, or she's a freelancer for a secondary, right? She's currently using a bow. Set that as her. Oh yeah, we need to fix all their abilities now too. Dang it. DP saver. Oh wait, no. We need to keep his on. Oh, this is the wrong person. Oh, well. Actually, no, that's pretty good. We'll try that. Three-fourths of the mile, you're out of shape. That's probably, man. That's probably. I'm out of shape. Cardio wise, I'm glad the weather's getting better. Let's just say that. This ought to be really interesting. All of our new abilities are a little bit crazy. A little bit. Oh yeah, we had to go turn in that quest. Let's go find out where that thing is. Hopefully, we can find it pretty quick. Wait. Okay. Still a longer run than I remember. Oh, come on.
The initiative is ours. Let's see how you deal
Okay,
with
what's
this.
the plan to the next one?
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
I should be pretty close to the exit by now.
They're wide open, get stuck in.
I'm up, huh? I set you up. Huh. Hardly worth the bother.
Running out up Mount Everest. Yeah, basically, man. I didn't think it was this far of a run. At least I don't remember it being. And it's funny, if we would have came from the other way, it would have been like just walk in the door, grab, walk out. Okay, we're taking the wagon. Oh, there's new stuff at the shop. Oh yeah, we gotta buy high potions. I wonder, I guess new stuff unlocks at the shop probably due to... Maybe due to our level? It's only ever the potion area, though. Because why not? I think the only reason you wouldn't do this is because if one drops, you can't pick it up, I guess. Well, we don't need none of that for a while. That's one of the other benefits of fighting the bosses over and over again. Is that right there? Yeah. Yeah. That's why I did it. Yeah. I was rich. That's what I did last time too. It lasts a while. Okay. They want us to defeat a snake. Oh, wait. We're not running. We're not doing this again. We can go through the portal. There's no need to run all the way through the cave to get where I'm going. I know where I'm going this time. Oh, this quest actually wants me to defeat the boss. There needs to be more of those quests.
I shall show no mercy. Here I go. That was a good one.
So, because I have a maxed red mage, every time I use a spell, I use it a second time for free. That's why. That's what you just saw.
Guess it's my turn. Let's go.
I'm up, huh?
It's nothing.
Oh, not enough MP. Oops. Oops. Poor Elvis. He's nice and he's pretty tanky right now, but I think I need to give him some health or some mana. He was spent way too fast. That is so weird that what they have equipped on him. Man, I think I just need to buy some more of those Mirage vests. Okay, that should be, man, that should be a little bit better. Oh, you know what? We can use... Oh, can I... I think this area is considered outside. I think we're back in the dungeon now. So now we should be able to use... Yeah, teleport stone. There we go. Okay, it's a light talisman. I don't know if we have one of those yet. Huh. We do not. Ooh, gosh. Ooh. Ah. Those mithril bangles, man. I'll give that a shot. I don't know if that's a good idea. We'll find out real quick, though. It may be a better idea to take off the other one and leave on the health. Because at this point, I don't like having under 3k health. Just doesn't seem healthy. Yeah, let's not do that. Oh, what? Okay, well, after she gains a level, we'll put on a mithril bangle. Says there's a quest back there. We'll teleport back to it later.
This must be the Wayward Woods.
Yep. So stick to the path, okay? If you don't, we'll never find our way out. People have been losing their way in here for as long as anyone can remember. And none of them ever made it home.
Have you been here before, Adele?
Oh, maybe once or twice on my way to Rheimdall.
You have visited Rheimdall too?
A while back, yeah. Anyway, we need to get moving. Stick together, everyone, and try not to get lost.
Let's scoot me over. Far to go. Water in Savalon, trees in Wiswald. I wonder what we'll be dealing with next. You sound almost excited. Don't tell me you enjoy seeing all these calamities up close. What? You'd rather be we tippy-toed up to them all scared like? I'm just trying to gin us up for whatever's next, honestly. So, we're headed to a place called Rimadal, right? Yes, it is a land legendary for its year-round snows. I hope we won't be too cold. Wow, we really are seeing the world, huh? But our work is still only half done. There are 2 crystals yet to be discovered. We have some way to go yet. Sure, but there's no point putting too much pressure on ourselves, right? He's right, Gloria. That's not going to help anyone. You've got to take the weight off your shoulders from time to time, even if you do have pals on hand to help you carry it. I suppose so. Perhaps I could afford to be a little less hard on myself, and to lean on you all a little more from time to time as well. I would not have been able to make it this far without your help after all. The 2 crystals we have recovered are our thanks to you all. I'm in your debt. No need to be so formal, Gloria. We're with you until the other 2 are ours as well. Okay.
Here I go. How you like this? Prepare for impact.
Here I go.
That was a piece
Yeah,
of
we
cake.
gotta move on through the story. We're way too strong for all of this. I was trying to see if there was any other ways to go. Sandworms in the forest. Sounds terrible.
Here I go. Prepare for impact.
Don't take
Let's
it
see.
personally.
They'll stop a magic
To
consume you!
meet your maker. Brace yourself.
Oh, what's next? I wonder. Eat sorcery. Oh, no one
Let's
beats the
keep
dust.
this up, guys.
Oh, it had been a minute since I saved. What? Oh, okay. I went up, but they wanted me to go down. Oh, MP plus 100 and Dob immunity. Well, if someone has an MP problem, we know where to go. Enderland. Ooh, it slows enemies on attack. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Hinderlands. You know, in hindsight, I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but I should have known. Meanwhile, elsewhere.
Well, well. We don't see you around here often. To what do we owe the pleasure?
I'm here to report on the experiment in Wisward. It was a great success.
You mean your little dalliance with the dead?
Ooh, a necromancer.
Now I must leave. Farewell. But wait, there is something I've been wanting to ask you.
Go on.
Why did you give me that asterisk? Why did you make me attack Musa?
Because it helped the Lord Commander, of course. Why? Do you have a problem with that?
No. But there's something I want you to understand. I only do what I want to do. I hope that's clear. Now, I must be leaving.
Chapter 3, The Fire of Belief. Progress. Ooh, okay, things that actually come after me. Okay. How strong are you?
Watch out, guys.
Eat sorcery! Away, fire your heat!
All right.
Hashtag progress.
Fly! Fly! Away, fire your heat! Sorcery! Away, fire your heat! Away, fire your heat!
Elvis casting spells cracks me up now.
I am so lucky to have friends I can rely on.
Oh, I can't just... Okay. Well, of course I can't walk through the freezing water, I guess. Power Bracer. I think I already had Power Bracer. Yeah, I did. Nasty surprise.
Come, do your worst.
Here I go.
Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Whoops. Those things are extra examined.
Hardly worth the bother.
Alistor. That is a hefty axe. That's so weird. I could have swore it sent me just through here. And then it's sending me back.
I'm up, huh? I've got another one.
Let's see.
Elvis's damage just like essentially doubled with that ability.
Weird.
You okay, Adele?
I'm sure this place used to be a lot colder. There was a huge glacier right there. No trace of it now, though.
Could it have melted? That might explain the sudden change in the sea levels.
The wisdom of the line of Musa lives on in you, I see.
Huh? Who said that?
Aye, down here.
Whoa.
What?
It's some kind of weird lizard.
It's very rude to call us lizards, I'll have you know.
Favorite
Colin.
character.
Hey there, little guy. It's been a while.
You two know each other?
Sure, we ran into each other once or twice when I was in the area.
You understand us and can speak our language. You're a dragon, aren't you?
A dragon? Like a monster from a kid's story?
First lizard, now monster. You're not very nice, are you? I am mighty Gwilym, of the ancient and venerated draconic line.
And what brings you this close to town? mighty
This
Gwilym?
dragon.
The stink of death, actually. I followed it here all the way from home.
What do you mean, the stink of death?
Well, how can I put it? It's like the smell of lots of life disappearing. Human life, to be precise. Can I come with you? I want to go and see what's been going on for myself. Oh, I'm also supposed to tell you.
In you go.
Wait, I need to tell you.
Bro, let the well-spoken dragon speak.
In there, okay?
How very dare you? Did you not hear the part about me being of the noble draconic line?
Oh, quit being such a baby. It won't be for long.
Oh, we got a little dragon accompanying us. A frosty welcome. You know what? I just remembered a story Lady Emma told me. I'm warning you, though, it's a wee bit scary. A traveler got caught in a terrible blizzard and sought shelter in the first town he came across. He found a fireplace there and went to warm himself beside it. Then all of a sudden, his nose fell clean off his face. Ooh, what kind of story is that? His nose had frozen up in the cold and it must have warmed too quickly in front of the fire. It melted right off. Guess we do need to be careful, and the weather around here can be brutal. Aye, but it's not as cold as I was worried it to be, I have to say. You think it could have something to do with another crystal? Maybe. We'd best hurry to Rhymedale and find out, eh? Our wee lizard friend certainly seems to think something's funny afoot. You heard what he said. They don't like being called lizards. And the people around here worship dragons like gods. So try not to call him that in front of any locals. Speaking of Willem, how's he doing? I think he's asleep. It does look pretty comfortable in there. Ah, very godlike. You have yourself a nice little snooze, eh, wee man? He had something important to tell us. I kind of wish I knew what it was. Give me some info, dragon, please. Please, dragon friend. Neat place. Now that's a fortress.
Well, nothing much seems amiss round here. Looks like a nice, safe, normal little town to me.
Well, looks can be deceiving. This is where the death smell's coming from for sure. Ugh, that stinks of it. Oh, while I've got your attention, I'm supposed to...
I thought I told you to stay in there and be quiet.
No, wait,
Have you heard? They found another fairy.
Another one? It beggars belief.
Yeah, they're just about to call upon the Lord's judgment now.
Really? Blimey. Better get down to the square quick then, eh?
First dragons, now fairies. I take back what I said about this place being normal.
But didn't the fairies all disappear many years ago?
Yeah. I mean, at least I heard they did.
They mentioned the Lord's judgment. Does that mean they're going to ask some kind of god to help them?
That would be my guess, yeah. But this being Rhymedale, they'd be asking a dragon. They have those instead of gods here. I've never heard of anything like this happening here before, though.
Guess we better go take a look at this judgment for ourselves.
Hopefully it's not more like a witch hunt. Is Gloria a bad guy? Wait, what? It's Adele that keeps pushing the dragon down, if that's what you're asking about. Gloria's not a bad guy. Not... Okay, well, I don't know that for sure. I don't know. But they just did make a point to say that Adele shoved the dragon in the back. I sure hope not. I can't handle someone in my party being a bad guy at this point. Too much work, man. Too much work. Yeah, we have to go right. Okay, here we go.
You stand accused of the most heinous of crimes, that of being a nefarious fairy in disguise.
Oh, yep, this is like a...
But
I feel like this is a witch hunt.
Pelio, I never...
Hush, child. I pray as fervently as you do that these abominable accusations are proved false. But though a single drop of wine tainteth a pail of clearest water, still doth the blemish remain. Such is the nature of suspicion. And so we turn to the purifying judgment of the holy, that your innocence might be demonstrated beyond all doubt.
Call upon the Lord of Dragons, who watcheth o'er us all. Ask of him that your guiltlessness be confirmed.
All right. I hereby call upon your judgment. Lord of Dragons, watch over me!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
What's going on here? This doesn't feel right.
She
Bruh.
jumped! Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Why are you all just standing there? She jumped, damn it!
Straight into the arms of the Lord!
That she might be judged and found free of sin.
But she'll...
If her faith is strong, she will be returned to us soon enough.
Archbishop Dominic!
But how can you be sure?
How dare you ask such a thing? And of the Archbishop, too!
Come, children. We cannot expect these wanderers to know of our ways. Reimdall welcomes you with open arms, friends. Join me at the Hall of High Holies. There I will teach you a little of his draconic majesty.
I like...
sister was no fairy. How could they?
Well, the last, if you remember, they got atop the crazy little girl that slit a whole bunch of kids' throats.
It's no wonder the priest stinks so bad.
This wasn't the
So I guess
first
Colt was
time,
the next best thing.
Not even close, I'm afraid.
Sounds like we need to go and ask a certain someone a few questions. To the Hall of High Holies.
You sure we want to just go barging in there?
It's not barging in if he invited us, is it?
Guess it's as good a place as any to ask about the fire crystal.
Yes. Come on.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty dark. But yeah, I mean, I guess if they needed to top the little murder artist. What the heck is going on here? That woman jumped and nobody did anything to stop her. No, if anything, people seem to think that those priests were doing was praiseworthy. Reimdall's always been a super religious place, but this is different. Something's changed here since last time I visited. Yeah, none of this is part of the teachings. None of this is what Dad wants. Dad, what did you see in those people's eyes? The fear. Yeah, but who wouldn't be scared? If I thought I might be next in line, I'd be frightened too, and I certainly wouldn't be taking the risk of complaining about what's going on. They don't have any choice but to go along with all this fairy hunting craziness. And the more they go along with it, the worse it will get. This can't continue. The stink of death only be getting worse if this is what they're up to, and they're doing it to themselves. Sometime I really don't understand humans. This place used to be so peaceful. Oh yeah, okay, so Doctor, in the last area, there were the main boss in the last area was a little girl that was slitting people's throats to use as paint. To use their blood as paint. Yeah. 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 And that, so you know. Oh, wow. Oh, hey, thief gloves. Oh, am I that broke now? I'm that broke now. Okay, well. Well. That's okay. That's okay. We bought all kinds of extra stuff. Let's see if we can't equip some of it. Ooh, it's not letting me. Okay, let's see if I can get it to work. Well, that one honestly barely has better restorative power. Huh. I wonder why he can't... Wait, who's... Oh, no, he's already using the protector. I feel silly now. That's weird. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Everyone has over 3k HP, which makes me happy. I should have saved again. Can I do it here? I saw someone that looked fancy right before I opened the menu, so this might be a fight. Nah, I shouldn't be.
Welcome, friends, to this, the house of our Lord.
Yeah, thanks. Now, do you want to tell us about that execution back there?
This is how it appeared to you, who come to us from afar? No, friend. What you witnessed was the purest expression of belief.
Belief? You guys worship the Lord of Dragons, right?
Ah, so you know a little of our customs. That we are able to dwell here, in the heart of the snows, amid the endless winter. All is thanks to his draconic majesty.
Oh, and that woman jumping? That was thanks to him too?
No, that was an act of our sister's choosing. She wished to prove herself innocent of being that which offends our Lord more than all else. A member of the accursed race of fairies.
But how would throwing oneself to one's doom prove anything?
As those who know of fairy kind will tell you, these devious creatures are wont to hide their wings. A fairy falling from a great height would have no choice but to utilize them in order to save itself, and in so doing, reveal its true nature.
And if the one jumping turns out not to be a fairy, no one could survive a fall like that.
Those whose faith is pure need not fear. Our Lord and Master shall see to it that they are saved.
But that's insane.
I warn you, young man. I will suffer you to speak ill of the Great One but once.
Look, maybe we should all calm down a little.
You really think that's what your lord wants?
Ugh, don't you start.
You think rooting out supposed fairies is what he wants you wasting your time on?
You doubt the truth of his word, child? For that is what it is. The word of the Master. I, and I alone, hear him. It is to his most trusted servant that he deigns to speak. And true faith is rewarded with miracles. Have my long years of prayer not seen the bitter cold of this land lifted at long last?
Come now. I think we all know that it was another power that thawed the frosts.
And what do you mean by that?
Precisely what I say.
That will be enough for today, I think. You are encouraged to visit me here again whenever you so choose, of course. All are welcome in the house of the Lord.
What was all that about, Adele? Talk about out of character.
Sorry.
But it helped us to learn something useful, at least.
It did?
He said that Rheimdall's warming was the result of his prayers. But he didn't say it was the Lord of Dragons who actually made it happen. Doesn't that seem a little strange? Given that, and the fact that he refused to give a straight answer to my other question, I'd say we may have found the fire crystal.
Are you the travelers who dare call the Archbishop's word into question? Well, he might have let you get away with it, but Gladys of the Dragon Guard certainly isn't about to. You're fairies, aren't you?
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be a boss.
Why would you think that?
Well, the fact that you doubt the value of the Lord's judgment, for starters. I've got a good mind to make you take a little leap of faith yourselves.
Enough, Gladys. Allow me to introduce myself. Helio, Chief Inquisitor to the Archbishop, at your service. Please, you must forgive dear Gladys. She can be a little overzealous in the execution of our duties.
But there is nothing to apologize for. But if you don't mind me asking, what are these duties?
We are charged with seeking out the detestable agents of fairy kind wheresoever they might lurk, and submitting them to holy judgment. In pursuit of which purpose, we make it our business to establish dialogue with the people of the town and with visitors such as yourselves. We shall pray for your safety on your onward journey. Lord of Dragons, watch over us all.
I've got my eye on you lot. Put one foot out of line, and I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks.
I look forward to it. I can't wait to start trouble in this town.
Between those two and the Archbishop, this place has got its fair share of unsavoury characters, eh?
Right, that's it. You're listening to me this time.
What is it?
Dad asked me to come and find you. That's the reason I left home in the first place. Before I smelt the smell.
Gwydion sent you? How come?
Who's Gwydion?
He's Gwilym's father. You know the Lord of Dragons everyone keeps talking about? That's him.
What? He's real? And you're pals with him?
I wouldn't say pals exactly, but I know him, yeah. So, what else did he say?
He wants you to come to the Serpent's Grotto.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
Because you were too busy shoving me in your bag.
Oh.
And it's quite comfy in there, so I might have been resting a bit in between trying to tell you.
Well, I guess I'd better go pay him a visit. You guys are coming too, right?
It's north of town. Can't miss it. Come on.
I will find all of your chests. They all belong to me. It's going to be exciting to meet the dragon. Is Adele Dragonborn? Oh, I don't know. That would be